couldn't believe it either. It's a description of me that I simply don't recognise. That's the brilliant and the beautiful Glorious from Sedan Archives, from the Athena album, and Mary Jane Hooper and I've Got Reasons before that. Indeed. I'm Shaun. Sorry, it's starting off on a wrong foot here because Zara's just waltzed in, accused me of not washing my hands when I urinate in the toilet, which isn't true, and then started haranguing me because I don't use bath gloves when I'm in the shower. What? Even a bath gloves? Bath gloves? Shower gloves, surely, anyway. If you're going to use gloves in the shower, wouldn't you be using shower gloves? Oh, I see, right. You don't have to be too choosy about the kind of gloves you wear in the shower. Probably, if she drove, she'd wear driving gloves. She's that kind of person. Drumming gloves. Ridiculous. Very obviously, I've got a lot of residual anger about some issues in my life that are it's not coming out in the normal ways, so I'm getting unnecessarily upset about people wearing bath gloves in the shower. I realise it's my problem. You want to wear bath gloves, Zara? That is absolutely fine by me. I might experiment. I might get some.
You should try it.
Exfoliating, did you say?
Get rid of those dead skin cells.
Well, if you'd seen my buttocks, you would know there's absolutely no need for that. Smooth. Back to pear month. Anyway, so that's all happened. That's already happened. What is coming up on the show? That's the big question, isn't it? We've actually got content, as you may have heard, in the handover with Marianne. We've got Small Claims Court, we've got Circadian Rhythms, and we've got another Sir. As well as Circadian Rhythms, yes indeed, you heard right, talking about the incredible new film, 1917, Sir Sam Mendes is going to be on the show after 3. A good slice of Sam. Occasional colleague here, of course, at BBC Radio 6 Music. He's done a few shows for us, had his own pass and everything. So he swan straight up to the 6th floor coffee machine, he did, like he owns the place. So, but as well as all that, your bits and bobs, your any other business, do you or don't you use bath gloves? That's the big question, of course. And of course, the inescapable bonfire of the inanities, the monarchic crisis in tabloid headlines, we'll be covering as well at some point. 64046, Shaun.6music at bbc.co.uk. Tweet us at BBC6Music Gomez. Gomez and get myself arrested. BBC Radio 6 Music, hello. It begins. Chris says, you really are losing your working class roots if you start using bath gloves. Get a grip, man. It'd be difficult to get a grip wearing bath gloves. Why are you giving me grief for the fact that it's Zara who has declared on air that she's the one who uses bath gloves in the shower? I don't. I was in your camp. I was thinking, you know, we need to start doing without these things, if anything, don't we? If you start becoming reliant upon the bath glove, if you mislay the bath gloves, if you're in a hotel and you've forgotten to bring your bath gloves, you're in a nightmare scenario. That's the way I see it. I've got enough dependencies as it is. Now, we were talking about nettles in the handover with Marianne. Cheese and nettle sandwiches, one of our listeners was discussing. Disgusting. There is no way that I will be eating a cheese and nettle sandwich in the near future. It's horrible. But it did make me think of John Nettles. And consequently, this theme tune. Hi, Shaun. I would have thought a man of your age with leathery skin would Would need some sort of industrial gloves to exfoliate. Marie in Loughborough. I do use gloves, 2 pairs, plastic ones to keep the colour on my hair and exfoliating ones. So there's somebody in your camp there. Zara. That's what I was postulating, that is there any point somebody like me using exfoliating gloves? It's a bit like a sort of orangutan using exfoliating gloves. Nicholas says, myself and my husband are off to see Fontaine's DC on Saturday in Nottingham, a rare night out. Could get messy if we try and enjoy it too much. I'll probably put my back out. Finally, we've got off the subject of bath gloves. And what's this from Renzo? Belated New Year's greetings. Is the 2020 book of Genesis open? I have a suggestion for a new feature, Off the Beaten Track, where a listener recommends a rarely heard song or artist. I'll kick things off with this overlooked and undervalued number that a few of you listeners will have heard, Mull of Kintyre by Wings. You clown. I thought for a minute you were going to be serious then. P.S. Linda McCartney's photo exhibition at Kelvin Grove Art Gallery in Glasgow ends this week, worth a visit. Lots of great images of Paul and his other less successful band, the Beatles. No, I have never heard of them either.
McCartney! Who the hell do you think you are?
You don't know this is that good stuff.
Get it on.
I knew you were going to play that.
Good stuff by Khalees. Good stuff. Ian, with one eye in Oxford, says, I've just put on a pair of rubber marigolds to snap the marigolds. I love that sound.
No.
Coming from over my shoulder. To see if it would improve my listening experience. It hasn't, so I've taken them off. P.S. Please don't plug the Beard of Destiny gig at the Bellevue in High Wycombe on the 17th of January. Beard of Destiny gig at the Bellevue in High Wycombe on the 17th of January. I couldn't do that because then I'd have to start plugging everybody else's gigs. Laura in Penrith says, hiya Shaun, being from the north, I share your pain, re-bath gloves. Although clarity is needed, or bath gloves, of course, as they're called.
Down south.
If they're exfoliating, fair play. But if they're rubber gloves, that's just ridiculous.
So this...
Exfoliating, that's what I mean.
So is it a mitt, not a glove?
No, it's an actual glove.
Do you have two? One on each hand?
Have they got individual fingers, or is it like a mitten?
No,
They've got fingers.
individual fingers.
What?
This should be an ancillary feature on Radmack's Sunday glove songs, shouldn't it? They should interview Zara about bath glove use.
I mean, useful for crevices, but still, like, they're essentially just big gloves.
Crevices? Is there any need for that? You can tell I haven't got an intro.
Are they quite... Is it like a rough, sort of raffiary kind of material?
Yeah.
Is it what? Is it sandpaper?
No.
Is it just like a bit of sandpaper?
Do they repel water,
nailed to
or do
a
they
glove?
absorb water?
Absorb.
Absorb. But they're not sponge gloves.
No.
Order. Forget bath or shower gloves, says Caroline. What do you do in the shower soap-wise? I'm not a fan of using shower gel, so we'll use soap, but if I'm staying over at someone's place and they only have shower gel, I will use their soap at the sink. It's only recently I've thought if they use that soap to wash their face, they really won't want to know where I've used the soap. Thank you, Caroline, for that. A little bit TMI there. We're heading into we're all thinking about that episode of Alan Partridge, aren't we?
Yeah.
Where he's in the travel tavern and he asks for 2 small pieces of soap and then he mimes how he would use them in the shower.
Because there is a specificity about soap usage that you don't get with shower gel. I think you can.
That's right.
You can target.
I know where you've been.
You can target yourself with more accuracy than you can do if you're just squirting.
All of my ardour has dissipated completely down the plug hole now. We're going to have some North Downs and Nightlife Blues, and then we've got the music news. Telecaster Pete says, once again, the Shaun Keaveny Show comes to the rescue. I'd always wondered what those strange gloves I kept finding in the bathroom were. A quick Google search of bath gloves has opened up a whole new potential bathing experience. Nice one, mate. I will tell all tomorrow. Thank you, Telecaster Pete, for that. Though Jason says, shower gloves? Ha! I wouldn't bother. By the sound of things, it's the dead skin cells holding you together. If you scrub them off, there's probably just a shadow of them underneath. We'll like you as you are. Thank you very much. Love it. I love how that finishes. The swelling of the organ. from the brilliant Jamie album. That's Georgia. Brittany Howard, guest on the show back in September, and before it, the Smithson Cemetery Gate. It's exactly 6 minutes past 2. Oh, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. So much intel about bath gloves, I can't really get through it all. Tanya, greetings from my bath in Scotland, Shaun. I was looking at bath gloves. She's literally spelling it B-A-R-T-H. Bath gloves just the other day, thinking about Operation Dead Skin Cell 2020 removal. After contemplating planting rocket as it grows year round, and I've just installed a 42-foot polytunnel. This is my middle-aged shout out. By the way, there's no nettles out right now. You'll just have to have cheese. Rocket with expensive olive oil and balsamic. Couldn't agree more. She's covering a lot of bases there, Tanya, in just a few sentences. Pick it out of that. That's my advice to you. Honestly, there's thousands of them. Emma in East London. I use single exfoliating gloves in the shower to help in the fight against ingrowing hairs. Although this makes me resemble Michael Jackson when he wore one glove, as it's needed as my leg hairs grow at a rate of knots, she puts in caps lock. We're leaving it there now. We're having a moratorium on the bath glove. I know I asked for them, but now I'm asking for the cessation of information about bath gloves.